I feel like out of all the streamers, Peacock is built on that. The majority of Peacock's content is NBC shows that people watch the next day. And with the exception of a couple here or there original series, it's 95% NBC content that people are going and watching on Peacock the next day. And so how can they break that? How can they get past that? You know, because even a lot of their original series is just content from other, like Hallmark, you know, The Way Home's huge, but it's a Hallmark content. And they just happen to be able to have the deal between the two to show it. So it's like, in my opinion, Peacock needs to find a way to generate original content and not rely on NBC to pump content to them. Because, you know, and they're still like not like, where the fuck is Law and Order Organized Crime? They made the decision to move it to Peacock. Where is it? They went out of their way to say this won't affect anything, even though it's not playing back to back to back with the other Law and Orders. It's still going to do crossover episodes. The storylines between them will still merge and everything. Nothing's going to change except that it'll be on Peacock. And yet, we're more than halfway through the season on Law and Order and Law and Order SVU, and Organized Crime has been nowhere in sight. And yet they were supposed to have crossover episodes. And so, like, what are you doing? It's those type things that make it confusing to me. It's like, if you're going to use your IP to generate viewership on your streamer, you can't have the IP disappear. Like, you gotta commit to it. A lot of people were like, okay, I'm going to follow Organized Crime to Peacock, and then they haven't seen it. And you know, so it just goes back to me like saying, like we always talk about, it's like, even after all this time, they are still just trying to figure out what to do. And you know, at some point, guys, you gotta have your shit together, because we can't be 20 years into streaming services and still have you trying to figure out what to do. Like, I don't know, man.
Like, yeah, it really, like, poses the question, is cable ever going to go away, because streamers rely so heavily on cable right now?